In innocent pedophile news.
How can you be an innocent pedophile? How does that work?
Explain yourself.
Apparently, a 60-year-old man was sentenced to 5 years in jail after getting caught in bed with an 11-year-old girl.
That sounds guilty as a motherfucker.
It sounds really guilty. What happened?
And he was naked.
So according to Italian media, the man is a social service worker from the southern town of Catanzaro. It's in Italy, I think.
That sounds made up as hell.
Yeah.
Sounds African,
and the
dude.
girl, who's like a
Catanzaro.
disadvantaged youth, was placed in his care.
Wait, what?
It just sounds guiltier and guiltier.
So he was responsible to be like a foster parent?
Yeah.
And then they were caught in bed naked?
Yeah.
Doing the nasty?
Like they were caught laying in bed next to each other.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if the clothes off.
So why is he innocent?
Because his dick wasn't hard.
Because the 11-year-old confessed that she loves him. Yeah, so he was found guilty of sexual violence against a minor and sentenced to serve 5 years behind bars.
That's it? 5 years?
But the sentence was vacated last week by a local Supreme Court after the victim professed her love for him.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo,
So the rules are...
Yeah, they threw it out, but the judges determined that the two were in a romantic relationship and ordered a retrial.
Man,
Wait, what?
What
What
some
country
higher
is this?
standards nowadays, man.
Italy.
So the court is pretty much legitimizing their relationship. Like, hey, you know what? That's true. You guys are madly in love.
Damn.
Who am I to like step in the middle of love? That's what they're saying.
What's their cutoff age though?
85.
I don't know, this poses a pretty good question though, because I think it's like, what age is the right age where people can start choosing what's for them? Because I think American laws are kind of ridiculous. Like, let's say you're 18 and you date a girl who's like 2 years younger, you guys do it, their parents can make you a pedophile.
Yeah.
Easily. And that makes no sense, because
They're still in high school.
and she was 20, or you're not a pedophile anymore. And how does that work?
And I know people that are like 35 that behave that like they're 13.
Yeah, exactly.
I think people should take a test, and if she's really mature and she really knows what she wants, and she can prove that her adulthood happened like when she was 10, then fuck it, I guess. But 11 years old and 60, I think I'm more disgusted.
This sounds weird as fuck.
I'm more disgusted because she just came to life and he's about to leave. You know what I mean? She just got life. You know what I mean? That's gross.
It's really fucking weird, but
It's because she hasn't experienced a younger man.
what if, playing devil's advocate, they genuinely liked each other's parts? It's not even about fucking. Like, they like each other's company, yeah. And then they seeked comfort in each other. They found a moment together. Like, he's a social worker that fucking helped her out. If they're genuinely happy and they're not bothering anyone, why should we intervene and pull them apart and take them to prison, waste tax dollars and all that
What
shit?
about if people say that he's taking advantage of her, because just assuming that she's not mentally mature because she hasn't experienced enough in life to decipher or to understand that, hey, maybe there's other options for you.
But he's a pedophile. That's a pedophile.
No matter what, though.
Let's boil it down to that. He's a motherfucking pedophile. He wants really young pussy. All right, that's what he wants. Fucking
What type
gross.
of conversation is he having with her that like stimulates his mind?
I know, your tooth just came out. Here you go, tooth fairy. You know, like what the fuck is going on? He's a fucking pedophile.
Let me feed you with the bottle, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a fucking pedophile.
It's
and
fucking weird. But I mean, taking it to another, like, okay, why is it weird? It's because our society tells us it's weird.
Yeah.
In medieval times, fucking, they dated girls that were like that young. You had full-grown men. Even in, like, we look at Sparta, we go, oh, these guys are fucking Spartans, they're men, right? But they were given a wife when they were 30, and their wives were like 14 years old.
But for that, it makes sense though, because they wanted like a very fertile young woman to carry on like their name and their lineage.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's the society that designed it. So it doesn't matter if it makes sense or doesn't make sense. It's the society that designs it.
Right, but what I'm saying now though is that like now we're a little bit more educated, and now we can see that it's strictly just for sexual reasons on his part.
You don't know that though.
yeah, we don't know
It
that.
could be emotional comfort.
You really don't.
It could be you're so lonely and no one's giving you attention and you just seek comfort in someone.
That could be a
too.
possibility.
It's just, why is it in America it goes straight to sex?
But I think but here's the thing though, like,
you're talking about an age difference too, where 11, do you really think, like if you had a child too, do you think at the age of 11 that she is old enough to make these decisions for herself? This kid doesn't really know any better. And even if it was for a comfort stage thing, she doesn't know enough, I don't think, to decipher a love between a parent figure and then real love.
Yeah.
Especially because
I think that's exactly what it is. It's that she identifies him as a parental figure, and that's the kind of love that she has for him. But it's kind of like girls with daddy issues, you know? They get with guys that represent.
But I seriously doubt, I mean, if he was like, they're having sexual shit, that's not no parent love. No.
You know what I think though? I think that it would be way more honest if they just came out and said they make each other horny. And it's not about love, because love is such an intellectual thing. Because in biology, you can have like a quote unquote 60-year-old dog mate with like a 11-year-old like dog if the dog is fertile, right? So biologically, it makes sense. So like if they're just like, you know what, we're fucking horny and we turn each other on, that's I think that's completely honest. But when you talk about love and it's like companionship and seeking comfort in each other, that's when it's like, are you sure? Because you had 6 times to be 11. She only had 1 time to be 11. Yeah. Like, you know, it's crazy.
All right, in Don't Mess with the Cop news,
Hell yeah.
comedian Randy
Hell no.
Leitik, I don't know how to say his name.
That's
I
anybody.
don't know how to say his last name. Decided to give his comedy routine a real-life test on the streets of California. So basically what he was doing is that he was driving in his car with an iPhone-shaped cookie to see if he could get pulled over with it.
Stupid!
And he did, but it totally failed on him.
How is he supposed to get pulled over with the iPhone-shaped cookie?
Oh, I'll show you guys a picture. So he pretended like he was talking on this phone.
Okay.
What a dumbass.
Shaped iPhone.
But it's still the reason why they pull them over, because they're using your hands. So
Yeah.
it's just because you're not talking on a phone doesn't mean that you're not using your hands.
Yeah, exactly.
So he still got pulled over, he still got a ticket?
Yeah, well he got pulled over and
He's like, it's just a cookie. They're like, I don't give a fuck, dude. You made me fucking get out the damn car.
yeah, so what he did was that he took a bite of this cookie and he was like, oh, he asked the cop this if cookies were against the law. Yeah. And so the police guy
Is he a white guy?
That sounds like
Yeah.
white people humor.
Yeah.
It's where he's the only one laughing.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb. You should stop being a comedian, dude. Kill yourself.
I could see all the comments now. You're so racist, David. That's a racist statement.
No, but that is, I mean, because, like, for me, too, like, I didn't understand white people humor. And I call it white people humor because that's ignorant on my part, because I never grew up with a lot of white people. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. There's like white American humor. There's black American humor, Latino American humor. It's all like different.
Like, I
Yeah.
consider what I consider white American humor is jackass humor. You know what I mean? Like, it's super slapstick. It's like,
Let me put his balls in my mouth. So
yeah.
funny.
Let me teabag this motherfucker. Ah! You know, that's their jokes. You know what I mean? And to me, it's not funny.
It's like shock value and shit like that.
Yeah, if somebody did that shit to me, I would fucking take that cookie, shape it into a blade, and stab him in the eye.
It's just a cookie.
I know. It's just a cookie. And I would laugh at him like a white person would. Yeah, like that.
So
That's funny.
The police guy, he got really frustrated, so he went over to his car to check up on Randy's license, and apparently he had like unpaid. How funny!
Joke's on you, motherfucker!
So when he came up to Randy's car saying that he had like unpaid parking tickets, he was on the phone texting his girlfriend about the situation, and he got arrested on that spot.
Stupid, dude. And this is somebody who, honestly, I feel like, obviously, his comedy routine has not been working for him. I gotta do something.
This is probably the most famous he's ever gonna be.
I hope he's not famous.
I'm curious what he was expecting the cop to do. Like, oh, that was a good one. You know?
You got me! Put your fucking ass on the fucking hood of your car.
Can you imagine what was going through his head while he's baking these fucking cookies? He's like, oh, this is gonna be good. Oh shit.
I don't want to hate on you, but you're pretty fucking stupid. I apologize that I call him stupid. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I don't know what I'm
He
doing.
did achieve something. He made me laugh at him.
That's true. You know, he did. Yeah.
He is a good comedian.
Yeah, you made us laugh.
Unintentionally or intentionally, if that's what you wanted to achieve, I was like,
We're definitely not laughing with you. We're laughing at you. But,
laughing at your fucking situation.
but he did make us laugh.
Good job. Maybe this was his best performance ever.
His last performance.
I thought it was fucking in a sea.
How would that happen? A girl will hold the bodyboard like this,
thinking that too.
and then the guy would have that flippers on, so he has to stay afloat the bodyboard. The
Mine's
bodyboard.
not
how
Orgy of
dolphins
the
do it.
Rocks, but that's funny too.
Now the image is in my head. Thank
That
you.
works. I know. I was trying to picture that for. I was like, sex. Anyways, so a pregnant woman has her baby